Good morning.
Monday.
Happy Monday.
Monday.
Hi, Suzette. Hi, Sally.
Hello.
Hi, Casey. Here comes Doreen.
There's Dave.
There she is.
Morning.
Morning.
How are you doing, Dory?
How's life?
So far, so good. And we're all still here.
Okay.
You want to go first, Doreen? What did you do this weekend?
Let's see now. What did I do it seems to be Sunday evenings where I get to do something. So, this is just about done. I just did the hem on it. So, okay, where's the pattern's right here. Okay, so I got a new pattern for pajamas.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that or not. I got this pattern. Okay,
Oh, no, I don't think we did see that.
it's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
So
it
what
is.
I do is I don't like the buttons because I never like take it off by unbuttoning. I always just whip it off. So what I do is I take the center of it, the center part, and put that on the fold. And so
good
then
idea, Doreen.
I get that.
Wow. That is, your pajamas are pretty enough to wear out. That is stunning.
I like it. It's comfy.
Wow.
So yeah, so I just put it on the fold and then take a dip, to get the opening.
I love
And
that.
that's it. So that's it.
Gorgeous. And that's like a quilted knit?
Huh?
It's like a quilted knit?
Yes, it's been in my stash. I didn't even think I had enough of it to make anything. But I was just looking, just glancing through my stash, and I went, "What is this?" Kind of took it up. I went, "What is this? Do I have? Wait a second. Do I have enough?" And I thought maybe. So this is literally taking every inch of the fabric.
Was it about a yard?
Huh?
About a yard? Is that what you had? How much do you think you had?
I would say just a little over a yard, not much. Because what I did is I cut this, on the grain, but this, I actually cut out, how could I explain it? I cut it just opposite, where you have everything on the grain. Well, I laid this the opposite way.
Cross grain.
Because it doesn't matter. And then I was able to get literally just enough to make the sleeve. So it was probably barely a yard and a half, maybe a yard and a quarter, or something like that. But cutting it out that way, I squeezed it in. So yeah, cozy. So
really,
I think, give me 1 second. I don't think
and I think she added to the thread collection. Do you guys agree? Looking more robust.
What now?
Did you get some more thread?
Yeah.
I didn't catch what you were saying. I walked away.
Did you get more thread back there? It looks like you got a huge collection.
No, I didn't get any new stuff, but I couldn't find it. I couldn't find like enough of this color. And so I ended up by organizing it a little bit different so I could I'm trying to get the colors all in one spot.
So Doreen,
yeah.
Do you always sew with the large spools like that? Because I see you have the little special stand. So you don't even mess around with the little spools.
I only mess around if I have something like the hem or something where I want to do a particular, if I do that, then I
Like
have
For
a,
top stitching.
a big thing like this full of thread
Mhm.
that I grab from.
Cool.
Either that or I go and buy something new. So that's what I do. Now, did you guys, I don't know if I think I put this on the in our Facebook thing. No, not in the Facebook, but in the where we sign up for classes. Did you guys see the link that I had about thread? Not thread. I'm sorry, about needles.
Oh,
No,
Do you happen to have it handy? Can you put it in the chat?
Okay, why don't you guys go ahead
Okay.
and carry on, and I'll find that and put it in the chat.
All right. Good morning,
Okay,
Cheryl.
bye-bye.
Pam. Happy Monday. to
morning,
you both.
morning.
How's it going at your house, Cheryl?
Okay,
Did you write the theme song yet?
not yet.
Not yet.
I've been busy trying to figure out how to get my background ready for our party.
Oh, yes, yes. And you have a little bit of rosy cheeks this morning?
Yeah, I'm feeling much better than I was. It's still not healed. I have to call her today, but yeah, I'm feeling a lot better.
Good. Tell me about that backdrop that's hanging behind you now.
No,
It
it's a
looks like
surprise.
Oh, it looks like, excuse me, it looks like a reindeer.
It's something that I made last Thanksgiving.
Did you? Oh,
Yeah.
yay, Cheryl. Good.
I didn't sew it either.
You didn't?
No, it has to do with goodies, food.
Mm.
Mm. I don't still have it. It wouldn't be very good to eat right now. The
Okay.
kids demolished it.
Oh, I'm excited to hear.
Yeah, all the little kids went nuts. So you'll see it. You'll see it.
Okay.
And
Fun,
I
fun,
made it my
fun.
background. Now I have to figure out how to go and put it up when I come on. I'm not sure how to do
Is it
that.
a virtual background?
Yeah, I have it all set, but when I go in, I don't see anywhere to go to my settings and get it.
So it is see where it says stop video at the bottom of your screen?
I am so happy to
So
have you.
Yeah.
click that little arrow that's pointing up, right?
arrow.
And it'll open up a little menu.
Ah,
And then you see
choose
choose.
virtual background.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you.
Oh.
That was simple.
Is the choose a video filter something new? I don't have any other filters. Do you guys? How do you get a filter?
Where are you reading it?
That was also under that little arrow. I've never noticed that
Oh,
before.
huh.
You
Don't
could put
know.
like your little rosy glasses on. Good morning, Usha.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Hi, Usha. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you all.
Anything else to
Oh.
share, Cheryl?
I've just been working on an angel that's been driving me nuts on my embroidery machine.
Oh yeah, tell me about her.
The directions aren't very good at all, and they do like a lot of die lines, and they have you cut out, you know, like say the wings, they have you do all that with the fabric first, where it's much easier just to stitch out the die line and then just put the amount of fabric on top, do the die line again and trim it and go from there instead of all this extra work. And then you don't cut it out unless you have a Cricut or something like that.
Right.
I was almost all finished.
You have to
What?
cut it and then you have to cut it.
Yeah,
Cheryl,
that's how they have you do it.
and
Yeah.
precisely place it.
Yeah, and I don't like that.
Mm-mm.
No. So what happened last night, okay, I worked 2 nights on it. And last night, I'm very thrifty. I moved to New England and they made me be thrifty here. So I try to fit as many things as I can in a hoop. And like there's a lot of pieces that will just go in an extra small hoop or the regular little hoop. And what I do is I rearrange them and put them different spots in a bigger hoop. So I save on my stabilizer. Well, there's like a shape of a head and hair, and there'll be a face. So that's the front of the head of the angel, then the back. So I arranged it on my little hoop that the front was here and the back was up here, and it all fit perfect. And I was almost finished, and it was doing the border around the second piece, and that would be finished. And all of a sudden the stabilizer pulled away and I had a hole.
Oh,
So I have to do that back of the head again, and I'm not going to be so thrifty anymore. It was too much on one little thing, even when I slid extra stabilizer under. But that's what I was working on.
what will you
And-
do with the little angel when she's done?
I don't know. I won't put this one in the store because it's really experimental. I'll keep it or give it as, if one of my daughters want it. But I have to do her head all over again.
You can attach to your bag.
Hey, Cheryl, how many daughters do you have?
I have 2, just 2.
Do you have any sons?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, you got 2 girls. Okay, cool. Just wondered.
Ladies, yep.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah, but one lives with me right now. She's keeping me young.
Mhm.
That's nice.
My youngest promised never to leave me, Cheryl.
Is that good or bad?
Oh, it's
Is she
wonderful.
fun?
Okay. So I have a friend who helped her daughter find an apartment.
Oh, really? No,
And she's
If it-
telling me I should do this too.
if it were my son, we would definitely, I'd be gladly pay for you to move out.
You butt heads, huh?
No, he's just so bossy.
Yeah, that's like my
Anybody
older
have,
daughter.
like a super bossy kid? It's like,
Mhm.
excuse
Yeah.
me.
Well, is he the oldest?
Yeah.
That's why.
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Andrea, the
that's what-
tables turns. So
Yeah.
you might be when he was growing up, or
Oh,
when
I'm
he
sure.
when you were
Yeah.
bossy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's true. It's
Coming
true.
back to you.
yeah.
And I was the,
Being
I
the
was the
only boy.
first.
he
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
really- Yeah,
Mm. He
What
was
were you
in
gonna-
charge.
exactly. What were you gonna say, Cheryl?
I was the oldest too, and I had a reputation, and my mother didn't help things after I moved out. She said, now Cheryl wouldn't have done that. Cheryl would have done it this way, and Cheryl this, and Cheryl that.
Oh,
So that when I went back to visit, they were like, we don't like you anymore.
that's sad. How many siblings do you have, Cheryl?
4. I had 4.
Okay, so were they boys and girls, or
2
what was?
boys and 2 girls. Yeah, I was 6 before mom started having more kids.
Oh, nice. And I have 2 that are like that, there's about 6 years.
Yeah.
in
Mhm.
between. Very cool. Yeah, my sister doesn't like me either, Cheryl.
They like me okay now. They just like to get even in different ways. It was a hot July, and I went back to Ohio to visit, and I was in my brother's bathroom taking a shower, and he has a little window up there, and all of a sudden ice water was thrown on me from the window.
Oh,
They
wow.
they got a big bucket of water and went up on the ladder and threw it all over me. So that's how they get even. But
that's
other than
good.
that, we have fun together when I go. We go out and dance. And
Oh, that's
Yeah.
adorable. The ice baths are really good for you.
that's what they tried to tell me too.
Mhm. Yep. Good for your system. Okay, let's see.
All
Let's
right.
hop over to Casey. Good morning.
Good morning. So I had a pretty productive weekend in the sewing
Hey.
department.
Good.
This is the, you can see it. This is the t-shirt that I modified to go with my sweater.
Nice.
I put kind of a cowl neck on it with a
Mm,
stand
Oh.
in the back because I don't like the back of my neck getting cold. So those, now I have a sweater set to go.
that's nice.
Yep.
Fun.
And this is you'd asked about the fabric for the pants. This is the fabric. So it's a Joann's, you see that?
What are you making with that?
Oh, that is pretty.
That is one of my, that's
Oh,
this one
Love
oh,
that.
cool.
for my capsule. So
Oh,
that has,
that's gonna be beautiful.
that has the pink and the green and everything. This pair of pants I've already made. I make a skirt and a pants all the time. So this is a skirt. You can't see my pants from where.
Oh, you're wearing them
My
right now?
limited studio here. Yeah, I am.
Oh, exciting.
Yep. So that was a staple that I had when we first went on the road. I think I had the
Mm,
pants done and I finished the skirt while on the road. I'd cut it out already. So that says it's got the green, it's got the pink, it has kind of a orange in it. I had some orange turtlenecks, which now need to be replaced. So that's part of my capsule wardrobe I need to work on. And I did this
Oh,
t-shirt.
wow.
mm, That's nice.
That's
Gorgeous.
nice.
Feels yummy, but
Yeah.
it's from Joann's and it's already started to pill a little bit. So
Aw,
yeah, so it's going to be, I mean, you have to get up close to see it. So if anybody gets that close, they have no business seeing my pills.
if you're that close,
Especially
they
right
are
now.
still.
Yeah, that's your own fault getting that close. And the third thing I did was I took one of my husband's sweatshirts and made a pattern from it because I tried finding a pattern for men's sweatshirt, just a regular crew neck sweatshirt. Couldn't find it in any, and of course the patterns were on sale, $1.99. I was like, oh, I'm in. Couldn't find a single one. So I made a pattern from it, made the sleeves longer, and that'll be my next project is to do a little sewing for my honey.
Oh, that's fun.
Aw,
And
how sweet.
I just thought about when you said when we went on the road and you finished the skirt, one way to get your capsule wardrobe done fast is to pack no clothes and just bring fabric.
Well, we were selling the house and cleaning everything up, and what I managed to do is I managed to cut out a bunch of things while I still had my sewing table available to me. So I cut out I think it was 2 skirts and I think that was, I just had to cut out a couple skirts. So I was able to, sew those while on the road, and then I had more fabric with me to make the rest of things. But yeah, but I only could fit in one bag. I had a tote bag for the fabric. So pre-cutting was great because it got rid of all the extra.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then let's see. Oh, nope, I think we're all up to date. We didn't work on the house at all this weekend. We're hopefully going to have inspections this morning on our rough plumbing in the foundation, and if it gets approved, then we can move to our next step. So,
Good.
Then it really gets exciting for you, right? Then the walls
Yeah.
start going up.
yeah.
Yeah.
The best part will be when they get that first floor, framing done so that we can, stand on it and look out where we know the windows will be and things like that and say, yeah, we did okay in the design phase.
Oh, awesome. Do y'all have furniture somewhere in storage, or did you sell everything?
We sold or gifted a lot of the furniture. I just kept my antiques from my grandmother and my mom because those I can't replace. But I mean, the sofas, we had a sleeper sofa, so I'm not paying for freight on that and other things. And then we got out here and they have some really good thrift shops here. I mean, really high end. You go to Scottsdale and these people change their furniture like, I change a t-shirt.
Do they?
Wow.
Are they just into home decor like that and interior design?
I guess so. But I mean, you have to realize that some of these are in some pretty Tony places. So they're, they're people who change their decor every 5 years or so. So some of it's really fairly current and good quality. And so I was like, well, obviously we were out visiting and found this out. And I said, okay, when we back home, I said, oh, we don't need the couch. We don't need this. We don't need that. So we had just, I guess, just the antiques. I think we've got all our stuff in two storage things, one's 10 by 20 and one's 10 by 15, and everything fits and you can actually walk down the middle of it. So it's great.
Crazy.
Good.
Wow.
So we
I'm
definitely,
telling you, you can write the guide on this, Casey.
yeah,
People are gonna want to do this as soon as they can get out.
well, what I did was pretty much Marie Kondo in terms of just,
You?
yeah, that helped a lot in terms of getting rid of what I didn't need and feeling okay about what I was keeping. Because that's the other thing is you feel like, oh, I shouldn't, should I or shouldn't I? And it's like, nope, okay, here's the rules. If it gives you joy, etc., then you keep it. If it doesn't, thank it and move it on. And saying thank you to something and help and letting it go really is a lot easier than just putting it in the trash or putting it in Goodwill. It really was psychologically funny, but it helped.
Yeah. I was watching some of her YouTube videos this weekend, actually.
Mhm.
Fun. All
It really
right.
does work. So
Thank you so much. How
Yep.
about you, Sally? What's happening?
I started making my mother's purse, and I listened to my children saying that I should do it inside out. Now I'm
What do they know about sewing?
I did the bag inside out, like two-tone.
okay.
Two-tone. They said she really would like it two-tone, so I did it two-tone.
Oh,
And now I'm thinking
nice.
she just did it all one color. So now I'm thinking about taking it out. 'Cause I haven't sewn it all up yet. And so I'm thinking about taking it out and doing it back one color.
Really? It's pretty.
Well,
Yeah,
my
it is
mother
pretty.
is she likes things just so.
Really?
But I like the way it looks. We all like the way it looked like this.
I do too.
I
Yeah,
do.
and then we liked the way it looked, and then because it's like everything's like this is her favorite
Yeah.
color, and so but we liked the way it looked. And we said, what if she doesn't like it? And I don't
What
want to
if
have to
she
pull it
does?
all out after I close it up. After I close it up, I put
Sally,
the button on it.
Sally, maybe your daughters told you to do it that way, thinking that she wouldn't like it, and then they would be able to get it.
No, they don't. We don't really like this color.
Oh, okay.
It's too dark.
Yeah.
My mother likes dark, like real dark colors and
Mm.
really strong perfumes. We like lighter colors.
Mhm.
So yeah, she likes very dark colors. So
Hmm.
I'm thinking I might just rip it out. I might rip it out and do it.
Oh, it looks good.
It's really pretty, Sally.
I don't know.
Make another one. Leave it that.
Yeah.
What'd you
What
say?
happens? What happens if she doesn't like it? What happens? Like, is there a punishment or?
No. She'll just look at it like this and say, "Oh."
Funny.
Hey,
You can
Sally,
always tell when she doesn't like it.
Sally, my
Yeah.
mom does that with everything I give her. It's fine.
Does she?
Yeah, my mom used to do that too.
So it's
I
like,
told her to learn to like it.
oh,
Yeah,
really?
it's wrong.
Yes,
Say
Did
that.
she used to say that to you, Kim, when you were young?
yes.
Yeah.
hey, Sally,
Yes.
I just sat back down. Could you just show it? I just want to do a quick see. I want to see it.
Oh,
Let me
well,
see
it's
it.
two-tone. It's two-tone.
Do it so I can see the front.
Oh.
Okay, let me see the front. Oh,
It's
Yes.
pretty, right?
I got to make the little button thing. But I
okay.
wasn't going to do it until I decided if I was going to do it this way. 'Cause see, this is the inside. It's supposed to be, I turned it
Okay.
inside out. Because the kids told me, oh no, do it this way, do it two-tone. And I'm like, okay.
Okay, now turn it around. Turn it around.
What about
who are
just
you
take the
giving it
flap
to?
off?
Who are you giving it to? Who are you giving it to?
Oh, it's for my mom. It's for her
Yeah.
birthday.
She doesn't want it? I'll give you my address.
Okay,
No, she
Sally,
asked for it.
Sally, what about just taking the flap and making that black, leaving the inside the color, that color, and just taking the flap and making that black, but leave the inside the brown that you have.
Oh, this is like a burgundy.
Right. Well, leave that there, but make the outside the black. So when she opens it up, she has the pop of color.
You mean turning this around?
Because right now, is that black on the outside?
I
Oh,
mean,
Yeah.
so this is like a jean color, and
Okay.
this is like the light jean.
Well, she's not, but so the inside is the only problem you think she's going to have a problem with is the inside?
Yeah,
No,
I think she's gonna want all of it this color.
But if she has that color, tell her she won't be able to see anything when she opens it up in the dark. So,
No, on the outside, you're saying, right? On the exterior, she wouldn't want anything too.
Yeah. See, because if you look at it this way, it actually, I just thought we all thought it looks better like this. Like when you
I
see it
love
this
it.
way,
Yeah, I love it.
it just looks
What-
better. It would look.
what
it
about
look-
if you just change that tab in the front and put that jean? Maybe
Yeah.
she'll just change
I
that
love
to
it the
the
way
jean.
it is.
And
I
then
do too.
I think she'll like it with that jean tab. But then the inside, she's got the pop of color on the handle. She's got the pop of color in the flap.
Yeah.
Sally,
My
you are
mother's
not
very-
getting,
Hmm?
you are not getting any votes to rip it off.
no.
All of us are saying
That's a
no.
lot of work. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, I would leave
I
it.
know to rip it off.
Leave it be.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
leave it.
Hmm?
It looks gorgeous. Just know that we all love it.
I
Let it
changed that little tab.
go.
That's it.
Let
Oh.
it go.
You are done.
You're supposed to be making our theme song.
Yeah,
She did. She
yeah,
said,
our
let it
theme
go.
song can't be Let It Go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Oh, gosh. Okay, let's see where else we are. Anything else to share, Sally?
Oh, I don't even do anything on the weekends usually. That's a
But
lot.
you did.
Oh, I
You
have
did.
another
You
one.
did.
The
I've
weekends
just
are
go
for
for this
Sally.
All right, let's check in with Suzette. How's the swimming pool? Did you get it cleared?
It's cleared.
Yay!
You'll have to let me know if you hear my husband. He's getting a little outrageous on the phone out there.
Is he? How fun. Early on a Monday, he's fired up, huh?
He's not really yelling. He's just loud anyway. And I don't think he has his hearing aids in, but
I know what that's like.
Me
well,
too.
he's on with the city and the property appraiser's office because we discovered the house next to our rental has been tapping into our water.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Bummer.
And we think that the fence is 7 foot over on our property. So we had a appraiser come out and I don't know. He's dealing with that, but I'm like, this is your first day of vacation. Just relax.
Oh shoot. How
But
do you get
if that's the case, we've been paying someone else's water since
Uh,
2006.
oh,
That's
isn't there a
awful.
lawsuit? For goodness sake.
14 years.
Yeah.
And you know, we never knew that, oh, we have a high water bill or anything like that. It's been like that, so we didn't know.
Mm.
Oh boy.
But my daughter's boyfriend, whatever I should call him, I don't know. He's a plumber. So now that they're living over there, he's been investigating stuff and he's the one that discovered it. So.
Oh,
How does that happen? Like it's an outside thing?
Yeah, it's like in the ground and he did it underground somehow. I don't know.
Wow. Gosh, who's the mastermind that thinks of that? Let me steal
I'd
my
be yelling.
water.
Well, we're trying to get it straightened out because the man that lived there passed away and now it's being sold. So before new people come in, we want to make sure we are on the right lines and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it would be real easy to tell if they have their own water bill, right? I mean, there's a record
Yeah.
of that.
I'm not sure it was their whole house. I'm thinking it was like a bathroom and their laundry and because
Yeah.
he's been over there with his plumbing mind looking at everything because it's empty.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hmm.
I don't know, but that's what he's dealing with. So if he gets a little loud, I'll just mute myself. I mean, he's way on the other side of the house and I can hear him just perfectly fine what he's saying.
Oh, boy.
So,
So
Aw.
your daughter's guy is now called the good guy.
yeah. Well, we really want to know the property line too, because we want to have the fence moved before the new people come in. So
Yeah.
Did you sew?
I didn't sew too much. I went back to pennies.
Oh, did you? How much more did you buy?
Just a little bit more, but I took my daughter and my daughter-in-law so they could see if anything that's part of their Christmas.
Oh, fun. Wow.
We had bags and bags and bags.
Oh, my gosh.
I am trying nothing for this group, but working on a new version of the wallet.
Ooh, hold it up. Let me get a sneak
I'm
peek.
not very far. I'm trying to figure out,
Ready.
put a back piece like Tammy wanted.
Mhm.
I mean, this is just still all bare, but
Oh, I love the color of that. That's just a vinyl, Suzette?
yeah,
Pretty.
it's kind of thick
cool.
though.
It
I
looks spongy.
What are those things that people that work with leather where you can scrape off some of
A
this?
skiver?
What's it called?
Mm.
A skiver.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out, I'm thinking I might be able to hook that back piece on with rivets or something.
Oh, yes. You have the snap press.
Yeah,
Oh,
I do.
nice.
I don't know.
Exciting.
This time change, when it gets to be about 6:30, I'm ready for bed.
Yeah, it is.
It's really difficult because I was out at like 2:30 or something. And it's like, wow, it feels like it's 6 o'clock, like it's ready to shut down.
Yeah,
Mhm.
when this time change happens, it takes me about a month before
To
I can
recover.
get back on a pattern.
Yeah.
The other night I went to bed, I thought it was like midnight and I looked at the clock, it's like 8:30.
Oh, Lord.
That's awful.
So you got 2 more weeks.
Yeah. I'm trying, I got myself a schedule written down for the week, so.
Good. That's fun.
It helps. Yep.
I found, now I gotta remember whose technique it was. I think I just stumbled upon it when I was just browsing planners, which is what I like to do in my free time. But you create like plan A, B, and C. So like you start with plan A in one column and someone always messes you up, right? And then you still
Okay.
have column B, you just adjust for the rest of the day. And then if things really go sideways, you still have column C. But so then you don't get like throw it all out like, it's ruined anyways, it doesn't matter. But you have that grace throughout the day. So I tried that last week, it was pretty good.
I'm trying to get my mom on a schedule,
Are
not
you?
for her, but for me. So that
Oh,
when I have her plugged in on my little schedule for the week, I don't want her to throw it off. So
Mhm.
I'm trying to get, plus if she got on the schedule, I think she might do more things and be more productive instead of just sitting over there being miserable,
Yeah,
thinking about
Oh.
everything.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Andrea, when you're talking about, do you like literally go kind of from hour to hour type of thing, saying what you're gonna do?
15 minutes or 15 minutes.
Oh, God.
Mhm.
Well, you have a lot going on with your job and then your
And
Sospire and
family.
like, don't do 15 minutes, Kim. There's too many people in this house that will ruin my
Oh,
plan.
God, that's
Yeah.
too much. That's
Yeah.
too much planning.
I know, but if you have 3 other people could interrupt you, right? At any moment, like
Oh, yeah.
even, and you don't want to ignore people, right? So
Yes,
if you
yes, I
think
do.
about it, each interruption is like 2 minutes,
Yes, I do.
right? It takes at least 2
So
minutes. if
Andrew,
someone
before
interrupts you.
pre-COVID, were you still doing the same thing?
My whole
Pre-COVID?
life.
Huh? Your
Oh,
whole
Whole
life?
life.
oh.
I think that's pretty good. I mean, I did that a little bit when I was first at home. But now I'm going, I get so screwed up with one thing or another. And you're right, when he comes, I'm not used to him bopping in and out. And then it gets all messed up.
Mhm.
And I really kind of go, okay, what did I get done here? I got all messed up. Now half the day's gone.
Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
really kind of ticked off at it because I want to get things going.
Yeah. And to create, you have to be in a certain mindset anyways. And so if you get pulled out of that, right? You
Yeah.
have to be able to get back there quick.
Yeah.
Or it's
So then you look
wasted.
at your calendar or your thing, your plan, and you get back in, that kind of puts you back into gear.
Mhm. Yep.
Okay.
Because even if you only work on something for 15 minutes is better than nothing.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
have
you
to have a
wait-
schedule.
Yeah, if you
That's right.
waste a whole bunch of 15 minutes, right? Look at all the missed chances you had.
If I don't have a schedule and know what I'm gonna do for that day, I'll do nothing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like holding myself accountable, like,
Yeah, yeah. And also too, what I find more for me, the number one benefit is I won't even acknowledge the accomplishments. Like I could accomplish a whole bunch of stuff and at the end of the week still feel like I didn't do anything. This forces me to acknowledge, oh my gosh, you did this and this and this and this. That's plenty.
So what is the difference between plan A and plan B?
Well, humans, other humans in your life. If there was no one else in my life, I could have plan A. Other people create plan B and C. And
Yeah.
so it's just a matter if you
I
facilitate.
like it. I'm gonna do it. Okay.
Well, I try and do a plan, and my husband and I, we share a calendar. So we
Uh-huh.
kind of know what each other's doing, but then he'll come and say, well, would you like to do X? And I'm like, I look at what I had planned for the day and I have to decide, yeah, I could let the rest of this go and we can go do that because I can shift those things. So it makes me feel more ready to go to plan B because there's benefit to plan B, and otherwise I would, just stick with plan A. No, I got to do this. And I would miss out on things that he suggests serendipitously in the moment. It's like, yeah, we can go to plan B.
Yep, yep.
Yeah,
think
my
my
husband will
only
say, hey, you want to play cards? Hey, you want to play cards? Hey, you want to
Oh,
play cards?
that sounds fun, Cheryl.
Oh my God. He used to go fishing. I mean, I never saw him. He worked, he fished.
Uh-huh.
Now it's like, you want to play cards?
You play for money?
Well,
No.
can't he go out fishing, Cheryl?
Huh?
Can't he go out
stopped.
fishing?
He stopped everything.
He stopped
Oh.
everything. It's awful when that happens.
Yeah. Especially when he won't even sit down and color with me.
I love
Oh,
to
I would color
color.
with you.
Me
Oh my
too.
gosh.
And
Is everybody taking their turn?
No, we still need to talk. Excuse me. We still need to talk to Kim and Usha. Let's do that. Okay, which one of you has something to share first? Raise your hand.
Who's that? Who's that?
Usha,
yes, teacher.
what do you have, Usha?
I
I wish
have,
I was a teacher.
I'm working on my kitchen towels.
Oh, fun. Usha,
Oh,
Yeah.
pretty,
Um,
pretty.
yeah.
Oh, I really like those.
Very
Oh,
pretty.
these are,
I have my yarn
these
right
are,
here.
yeah. So I did two. One
Oh,
like a mixed color.
do you
So-
use like a little awl to get those holes in the towel? Is that what you
No,
do?
when you crochet it, you leave a loop.
Ah.
One, one thing. So that gives you to hook to the
No,
button.
to the towel, to get the yarn in the towel. Do you use
Oh, okay,
all?
okay. That one I used the yarn needle
Oh,
and
and
made these for every 1/2 inch. So for this towel, you normally get 31 of those.
31.
Hmm.
It's so pretty.
Is that terry cloth?
No, these are like the Costco hand towels.
And you did 2, Usha, or you folded it?
No, they are two.
One on each side?
Yeah, this is
Nice.
the whole towel.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you
Oh.
fold the towel in half and then put the
Mm.
topper on it?
Mhm. Yeah,
Nice.
so you can use
House.
both sides.
Yeah, I
So
like that.
that's why I
Nice.
added button on both sides.
Mhm.
Pretty.
So I can flip it and use it. So and I wanted to have some differentiation, like which one is which.
Yeah.
So I
Are
changed
those
the yarn
Christmas
and I changed.
presents?
No, these are already used towels. I was just experimenting this pattern of this
Yeah.
crochet, like how long it takes and
How
that.
long did it take to get the top on it?
It took maybe less than half hour.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, these are only like this top part. Um, it's only like 4 rows. This one, this tiny
Oh,
little
okay.
thing, and this one is 6 rows. So totally 10 rows. But there
Usha,
is not.
what size of needle? It looks
It's
pretty big.
I think it is
Here, give me a piece of that.
6 mm. I think. 1 second. Sorry.
What is
Yeah,
that
it's
you
a
want, Cheryl?
I want that bacon that Kim is eating.
Bacon? Yeah.
Yes, Kim's
Oh,
bacon.
serve it up.
So
Mm.
it's a 6 mm, sure.
Gosh.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that. It
okay.
has like
Wow.
a little egg.
That's-
Is that extra or do you buy it like that?
Oh no, this is like a removable. So it's like good for your hand.
Yeah.
And
Oh, okay.
yeah.
It's
So it has,
ergonomic.
yeah, it has like every size will have a washer like this.
Oh,
So you fix the size,
yeah.
whatever it required, and put this and turn it.
Oh.
I wish they
So
would
it,
start crochet or knitting
My
club.
sister has arthritis. I wonder if that would help her. She
Mhm.
loves to crochet.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
it took me like maybe less than half an hour once I put those stitches,
Yeah.
So that's what I was doing. I don't know, for some reason I didn't feel like sewing, so I thought like, okay, let me finish these, and if I like it, then I'll make a couple more for the boys if they come home for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Yeah, because they both booked the tickets, but now with all these
yeah.
counting numbers going up and quarantine for 2 weeks, and
Mhm.
that's the thing to think about it. So I
Where are
told them
they at
like
right now? Where do they live?
one
Where
in California, one is 10 minutes away to Cheryl.
Yeah.
Really? That close? Cheryl,
Yeah.
they could come to your house.
When COVID's over, he can come next Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to decide if we should let our son come home because he's still living his life.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Yeah.
thought maybe if he had just agreed even to stay inside for 48 hours and then had a COVID test, isn't that
Yeah.
the same?
Yeah.
I
As
guess.
far as they
Well,
know, yeah.
oh, I think the 2 weeks is because you could get exposed and not test positive. That's what it is.
Oh,
So
okay.
that plan might not work.
But if he's gotten exposed and he stays in away from people for 48 hours and gets a test, is a pretty good likelihood that he would test accurately. if the thing is that if he's, seeing people, gets the test, then you don't know, because he could have been exposed to somebody that day. So he would need to, limit who he sees, and then wait a couple days, take the test, and then you have a better likelihood of it being accurate.
All these
see,
conditions.
if we talk all that to them, they said, okay, mom, I'm not coming. We'll see later.
Yeah.
They won't, right?
Forget
Yeah.
it. Just forget it for this year.
It's such a
Yeah.
weird situation.
Yep.
Anything else to share, Usha?
No, that's all I have.
Are you on
Who's up
vacation
Day one.
now? Day one. Yay. You should keep a journal for every day, Usha.
I was thinking.
Yeah.
I usually start that way every time, and then the second day, slowly. Okay, everything will be in a
Oh.
chaotic mode. I just
You get
do.
3 weeks, right? 3 weeks are you taking? This is
Yep.
splendid. Okay, well, we'll track your progress on our end, and then you'll have this archive.
Who's
Yep.
up next?
Now it's Kim's turn.
Kim.
Well, I didn't really work much on the skirt because I'm working on a different machine,
Uh-huh.
and I haven't figured out how this machine works.
Really?
It's the machine that I got from the sewing guild.
Uh-huh.
I have yet to figure
What
out
is
where the basting is. I'm like,
Really?
where is the basting on this
What
thing?
kind
It's a
of
simple machine. It's a simple machine. It's 2212. It's the Janome.
Really?
I have dialed this thing back and forth. I'm
But
like,
you just make the stitch longer, that's all.
I know how to baste. It's like, where is the basting?
It's a Janome 2012, you say?
2212. So
I'm
it's
gonna
like,
look
okay,
at it real
I'm
quick.
going to figure this out. Plus, I need to change the needle because I don't know what needle they put in here, but this needle is so big. It's like, this is crazy. So it's like, I'm about ready to change it to my other machine because I got 2 more machines here. So I'm about
Was
ready to
it
change
brand
it to
new when you received it?
Yeah. So it's like, okay, I can't figure this out. So, and plus it keeps unthreading and
Oh,
it's driving me crazy. So
Did you
I
get
think
it
I've-
for a
very
cheap
simple.
price or something?
I got it free. Okay.
Oh,
God.
It's
that's
like,
why.
and it's like, okay, because I thought I had used it, but I guess I haven't. It's a great machine when it sews. It just is driving me crazy.
The review is 4.5.
Yeah,
It's a great machine. It really is. I mean, I think it is. I looked at reviews too last night. I got on YouTube and looked through the reviews. I mean, it sews, like nobody's business. But I could not find that. I was like, how do I baste on this thing? I just need to baste, and I can't figure out how to baste. It's like-
I just
so
downloaded the manual.
so what happened? Well, I have the manual. So what I did is I've been looking at this lady on YouTube. She's called Soul Natural Dane, Dane. I love her. She is a plus size lady, and she does fabulous work.
So Natural Dane.
Dane, Dane.
Okay.
And she's redoing her closet because she's trying to lose weight and she's losing weight. But she talks about, all the different ways that you can change, your clothes if you're losing weight or if you've gained weight or if you have different problems or whatever. But it's just I think the way the way she talks about it, the way she tells her story, that's why I really like. I was up to 1 o'clock this morning listening to this woman. So
Wow.
Okay, it's Dane.
Dane, So Natural Dane, Dane. So I listened to her. I did, and I was looking at going through old Soul News magazines, looking up stuff and just kind of getting an idea. But one thing that So Natural Dane said, don't make a capsule of the same color if you're not going to wear it. She said, and also think about the fact, how much is this going to cost you?
Oh,
Yeah.
She said, you need to think about how much money you're spending. And then if you're really going to wear all this stuff that you're making. So
Okay, I
and
got
I
it.
thought about, and she said, the other thing she was saying too was, she said, she said, she's made capsules, and she said, I made a capsule. She said, there's no way in hell I was going to make one capsule with one color and just keep wearing that color all the time. She said, there's just no way. She said, I got to have a lot of color in my life. And I had to agree with her, but she did it was a really good video, but that's kind of what I did. But I'm still fighting with this machine. I'm about ready to pull my brother out or my Viking. Somebody's might be coming back out, but it's one of the two because Janomi's giving me a headache. So
Yeah, you don't need a headache.
And you
Especially if you got it for free.
rethreaded, right? You rethreaded?
oh God, I've threaded this thing like 4 times now.
Because I know with mine, like it's not just enough to put the thread back in the needle. You have to start from scratch.
Oh yeah. I've changed. I did it all. I've changed. I put in new bobbin thread. I put because the bobbin doesn't seem to have a problem, but it's like the top. So I was like, okay, let's look at this up, and I did it all, and I was like, okay. So I don't know what's going on with this thing. But my biggest thing is because I've sewed a lot of the skirt has been sewn already, but I can't find basting. I can't figure out how to get the base because the most I can get is I can get it on 4. Well, that's not a long enough stitch for basting. And it's like, okay, where is the basting stitch? So, and when I go bast for it still doesn't go any, the stitch doesn't get any longer. So it's like,
Maybe that's why they gave it away for free.
I don't really care. It's a nice machine though. I mean, if I, as long as I don't need the baste, I'm okay.
Yeah. You'll have to baste by hand. Huh?
I know. Yeah.
Does it? Oh, the max stitch length. Well, yeah. So it only has a max stitch length of 4 millimeters.
Yeah.
So
And then you
that's
go
it.
stretch stitch.
Yeah.
You go stretch stitch. So it's like,
Oh.
okay.
With a zigzag, you can get it to 5 millimeters, but that wouldn't do you any good.
Right. So it's like, okay, that's weird. So
That is weird.
I've never had a machine that you can't base. So
Yeah.
I mean,
The Crafty Gemini has a review on it. Did you watch her?
I don't
She
know
makes
who
a
I
lot
watched.
of clothes. She makes a lot of clothes. I wonder if she noticed that it doesn't have a basting stitch.
But
I kept my mother's Singer, which is one of those old, I think it was probably from the 1950s, because it has the most beautiful basting stitch. I mean, you can, and you can make gathers on this thing. It just, those two things, it does really, really well. So just set up your machine that baste with that,
yeah,
and then do the rest with the other machine.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'll probably have to take it downstairs and just set that one up and do it that way. Because I have an old metal Singer,
Yeah.
which they don't make anymore. Then I have another Singer that's one of the plastic Singers. I mean, I have lots of machines. So-
I have a big mouth Singer.
but yeah, so. But
So
I'll
where
figure it out.
Where do you stand with the capsule wardrobe, Kim? Are you still considering yourself to be in research?
Oh God, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just
I
starting
haven't,
to research mine.
I've got most of the fabrics out that I want to do, that I want to use. I just haven't figured out what exactly I want to do with all the fabrics yet.
Yeah.
So I've got a lot of the patterns out that I think I want to use. I just have to figure out, exactly which pattern I'm gonna use with which piece of material. So
Okay. And you're making good progress. You just
So,
haven't finalized it.
right.
Well, once you finalize it, will you allow yourself to change your mind, or will you just see it through?
Oh, I always change my mind. I always change my mind. Yeah. Yeah, nothing's set in stone in this house. So,
Well, I think you can make the capsule wardrobe, and from what I haven't done this, I'm just starting to do my real research now, but I believe it means, doesn't it mean that you have a basic, a really good structure, and you can add to it fun things? So like you got your capsule that you made right now, so then it gets to be, okay, so if it's winter right now and it comes to spring, is that capsule wardrobe that you made right now supposed to go all year round, or is it supposed to be each season that you make something, a different capsule wardrobe?
So what I did was that fabric that has all the colors in it, this one, I have short t-shirts in yellow and I have long sleeve things so that I can do that transition. So that, and in terms of colors, that's, I've got yellow, green, pink, orange. So I don't have to stick with one color. And then I have other things that will go from, I can put a solid with. So mine's more of like, there's things that have multiple modules and I can cross things from each module into my capsule, depending on how warm or how cold it is. Because remember, here we have sometimes a 30-degree swing in temperature from morning to evening,
Okay.
or morning to afternoon. So I kind of have to be ready for any of those temperature swings.
Okay, so you're saying your capsule wardrobe covers you all the time because you're intermingling warm and sleeveless.
Yeah. And so sometimes it's, it'll be the sleeveless with something over it, like one of my layers, and then I can take the layer off and go to, because this morning it's 38, 39 degrees this morning, and it'll be in the 70s this afternoon. So I probably won't be wearing this afternoon.
Right.
It's like New
Right.
England.
Huh. Okay.
well,
So you're
like
the capsule.
the one lady said that most people, because like with us, we have seasons, and so of course what I make during the summer, spring and summer, I'm not going to be able to wear in the winter.
No.
So you're going to have to make a whole nother capsule for
Okay.
the winter.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, so you may have to make 10 other pieces for the winter and 10 pieces for the spring summer. So
Okay. So I can have my capsule wardrobe to fit me for about 4 or 5 months of the year, approximately.
By
Yeah.
then you'll be tired of it and you'll be wanting to wear something else. So that works out.
I think I'll probably end up by having maybe like 2 of them, simply because one season could be a lot longer one year but still you can intermingle the end of winter for a long time, where
Right.
winter and spring are going to be they're going to be meshing quite a bit. Okay, all right, it gives me somewhere to work with. I'm just getting serious right now after finishing this one thing here. I'm going to get real serious to get it going. Are we done so I can show off one little thing?
We are. What you got?
That one last thing of the fabric that I had run out of fabric on. So I made this is my last, these last 2 that I showed you. This and the other one. These 2 are my last of the PJ tops. So remember this? So this got done, and I sewed
Oh, yes. Hold it up a little, Doreen. Raise it up.
I sewed the zigzag.
Did you wash it yet?
No. And then here's the back.
Pretty,
Is it flannel?
Yes.
really beautiful.
So I'm not sure exactly what I think of it, but I knew the scruffy look I wanted to keep just because I wanted to. So I just finished it. It was kind of a good thing to work with this for the first time. And I don't know if I want to put this in, if it's strong enough to get put in with the rest of the clothes, maybe a delicate cycle.
Yeah.
It should be
Because
fine. It should be fine. If you stitch across that bottom, it should be fine.
I think it should be okay. Well, it doesn't matter. I could try it. If it doesn't work, then I know.
And it'll just ravel and unravel a little more, but I think you'll be fine.
It's a real lightweight. I mean, it's an autumn feel to it. It's but it's not real heavy. But like this one is nice and cozy and heavy.
I love that one. Hold that one up for everyone again, Doreen. Because I don't think everyone was on when you showed that. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just that's it.
Gorgeous.
Another pajama top?
I said it's my last
you.
one. It's it. I'm done. I wear pajamas. I don't like to wear them more than a couple of nights. I don't want them nice and clean, and I want something different. So
I
I
have
go,
hundreds of bags. You don't have to apologize to me.
I go through them, and then they're flannel, so they get worn out. So I have times where I don't make a new one for a very long time, but you guys just caught me
In
doing
pajama
this right now.
season.
So, but I just have to sew up this, for those guys who weren't here earlier, I bought a new pajama pattern because I didn't have one. So that's it. And so I
And
did.
you can always open that pajama boutique too.
Yeah.
What now?
The pajama boutique.
You think I should?
Mhm. Yes, we need something, but that is practical as well. Practical sleepwear. Oops, how'd you get muted, Doreen?
I didn't know I was muted all this time. I've been talking to
Sorry.
myself.
No, you weren't.
No,
Just-
you weren't. Believe me, you
Sorry.
weren't.
Okay.
Uh,
I
want to show everybody my moose. He's looking in the window.
He's
Can you see
so
him?
Oh, I like your moose.
pretty, pretty.
Yep, he's
Very
peeking in the
nice.
window. That's
But you
for
didn't
my
make him.
husband. I made him.
Oh, you did?
Yes, and I
When?
made him for my husband. But I stole it last week from his place.
Does he
from
hunt?
the pool room because I want the moose in here with me.
Yay.
Does he
had it
hunt,
for a year? So
Cheryl?
Now he's
Does
on
he
the
hunt? Does he hunt?
he used to, but he quit because he didn't like killing animals anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's your capsule, Andrea?
So I ordered my
Yeah.
swatches. Thanks to Casey. I ordered them from, you're going to have to tell me the name of it, but the place where you all said the fabric is expensive.
Emma Woodsock.
Yes. So I ordered 5 swatches that I'm
Oh,
excited to get this week to see if I like them. And
Yeah.
then this
Wait,
is,
you order swatches and how much do you have to pay for the swatches?
they're free.
Through where?
really?
You
Wow.
said
One sock.
Emma
Where again?
Woodstock?
How big are
Huh?
their
One sock.
One
how
sock.
big
One
how
sock.
big are their swatches?
I don't know. I've never ordered them. Have you?
Oh, you didn't get any. Could make a
They're
little
coming.
patchwork quilt.
They're, let's
You
see, I had
could
some
put
here.
them on the sweatshirt.
They're
Could
just
Could
2
one
by
person say the name?
3 or
One
so.
person.
They're 2x3. They're just a little, I had some here, but I'll look and see if I can find it, but they're big enough for you to figure out, do you like the feel of it and do you like the color? But yeah.
That's good.
Casey,
Then
say
this
that,
is the
just
book.
one person say the name. One person say the name.
Emma, as in a
One
girl's
sock.
name. One sock.
Beautiful
you.
fabric.
Hey, Emma, one sock.
Wonder where she got that name from.
M1.
Bobby had a daughter who kept waking up with one sock on.
Yeah. Little dumpling.
And you're like, where is your other sock? It's those
Emma.
little things.
And is that
And
your
Then
pattern?
I'm picking out, yeah, this book I bought a long time ago. This was my originally what I wanted my capsule wardrobe out of. But the only thing is the patterns that came with this book are all on one page. Like
Oh,
every pattern is on one page. So
Oh.
I want to try to just take the images because
Yeah.
they're all very simple because it's
oh, I
Japanese
like that
inspired,
jacket.
but I can see the actual shape. So I
Mhm.
feel like with measurements and that other book I have about drafting that I can use that as inspiration and draft the pattern. We'll
Good.
see. I don't really have anything to lose if I don't make it out of expensive fabric. So that's where I'm at. But I'm
I
gonna
did put
sign.
the capsule, excuse me, into the chat. I did put in the link to the thread thing, to the needles. And he did say some information. It's worth listening to. It's not very long, just a couple, 2-3 minutes, but he does
Okay.
discuss why you shouldn't use your needles as long as what we were probably using. He did make some decent sense. So
I was
I-
taught
I
every
mean-
8 hours
yeah,
when you're embroidering.
yeah. And
Gosh,
for me, I'm
wow.
going, so what? That may be every couple of days or something that I put a new needle in. We can handle doing that. I mean, it just made sense compared to when you really saw the needle. You saw the needle and you saw it getting worn down and you saw it gets to be some sloppy stitches that I didn't notice sloppy stitches. I didn't notice anything bad happening, but he gave us the information. So the needles are getting more expensive though. They're not as cheap as what they once were. I mean, they've gone up at Joann's, they've gone up, and I don't know. I don't buy
Use
needles.
your coupon.
Yeah, I order mine on Amazon. I got like
I did. That's what I started to do.
Yeah,
Order
I just
them on
ordered some too.
Doreen, I
Oh.
just
Oh,
tapped,
yeah,
I just tapped on your
the link.
the link and it keeps taking me to GroupWorks.
Yes, do it. That's the only way you're going to get to it.
And
So
then
it's-
what do you do?
It's if you log into GroupWorks, if you have an account, if you're connected to them, when you
Yeah.
log in, then the video on needles comes up because I did it while we were chatting.
That's the
Oh,
only
I
way you can
logged
get
in.
into it.
It
Okay.
comes to, yeah, you log in and it comes to that episode.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
This is a set of swatches I got from
Oh,
Cali, which is another place. My husband says, yeah, Cali Fabrics in California. So they give you, a pretty good check. The nice thing is you can feel the fabric. You can see how,
Mhm.
translucent it is or opaque or whatever.
Are those for free also?
Yes. These are
Okay,
for-
we're through.
this
We're
is
through.
pardon?
You
Where?
say
What's the
Cali
company?
Fabrics, right?
Cali, CALI Fabrics. I found them online.
Thank you.
Does Vogue Fabric still have samples, the swatches?
I
For
haven't
price.
done anything with them recently. I don't
For
know.
price, yes. A buck a swatch, I believe it is.
So a dollar swatch is not bad just to, preview.
That's the last I saw.
Especially because then you can take it and you can really rub it and see if it's going to
Mhm.
pill and stuff like that,
Yep.
which is my frustration with Joann's at the moment.
Mhm.
Ah,
Andrea, these are some nice fabrics, but they are expensive. Whew.
Right, which is why I was like, okay, I'll be patient and wait for the swatch.
what's the price on them, Kim?
About $20.
Some
Oh.
are even, yeah, the ones I'm looking at.
Some are
look
even
like-
more. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
I'm looking at the Italian wool. It's
No.
$38 a yard.
If you
$51
want to
for the
make it-
piece.
Yeah, if you want to make it and keep it, you know, for
Forever.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, for a long time. You used to buy clothes like that. Like, I'm
Oh,
gonna have
yeah.
this piece for 10 years, 15 years, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, when
Because
I
the
went to,
only reason to make your own clothes would be if you could make it better than what you could buy it.
yeah,
Because you're certainly not going to make it cheaper. There's no way.
no, not anymore.
So now it's just if you can make it better.
And if you
That's
just
the only
simply
reason.
want your own thing because you enjoy that fabric.
Yeah, so it better in the quality of the fabric, the color, some way it has to be better, but it will never be cheaper, I don't think.
I think the only thing that we pretty much have a hard time doing is the heavy knit sweaters. I just don't see that there's not fabric much out there, and I don't think you'd want to sew with it, that kind of fabric either. It'd be kind of tough.
I did find some like cable knits. I haven't gotten swatches on them yet to see what the fabric was. So there are some heavy sweater
Sweater.
knit, but then
Yeah, there are.
you
Where?
have the problem of how do you finish like the cuffs and the hem,
Mhm.
because you're not going to necessarily have a matching rib stitch.
Right.
Some are done so that you kind of get a finished edge that you can work with, but for the most part, you're then having to figure out how you're going to cuff them and things like that. So you can't get in that respect. You can't get a finished.
Where did you find them through, Casey? Do you know the companies?
Mood has some.
Oh,
Generally,
okay.
you know, just put in fabric sweater knits and
Okay.
you come up in different. I think Emma.
Years ago, I bought one at Joann. A really nice
Might
cable knit.
be. Yeah, there might be some. Well, Kim, you really got a really nice bunch of fabrics at Walmart.
I don't know what I'm doing with that fabric. I have no idea.
You got
Them
some good
colors,
stuff.
I'm like, oh Lord. One of them was a tie-dye and I thought of Doreen. I was like,
Oh, I was
okay.
like, I'll take that.
I was like, what am I gonna do with this? Because I don't wear leggings. I'm not a leggings person. So it's like,
I am.
I'm like,
Yeah, you can send them over. Boy, those are gorgeous.
I think I might make them some leggings for my daughter and see if she likes them because I'm not wearing that.
Fun.
I'm almost thinking I might try another Walmart, just go a distance and try another one. You know, go a little further away and just see what they offer.
Yeah, they were like $8 for 4 yards. So I was
Ooh,
pleased with, yeah.
that's nice.
Okay, ladies, I'll be back at 12:30 if you're around.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.